So she actually wrote a letter pissed off about it for them trying to use her congressional status for partisan gain. So why is it that Anna and Emma and not only them, but a lot of people feel like they just have to continue to ignore the facts, right? Why is that? Well, somebody actually did a pretty damn good article about why they think that might be. So a guy named Robbie Jager did some digging and found out some stuff about some of these names and a couple of more, well, a lot more actually. And it all started with that email that a lot of you are familiar with that came down the pipe when the WikiLeaks emails dropped. Remember Darnell Strom was sent in regards to Tulsi Gabbard resigning from the vice chair position to endorse Bernie. And the email read, Representative Gabbard, we were very disappointed to hear that you would resign your position with the DNC so you could endorse Bernie Sanders, a man who has never been a Democrat before. When we met over dinner a couple of years ago, I was so impressed by your intellect, your passion, and your commitment to getting things done on behalf of the American people. For you to endorse a man who has spent almost 40 years in public office with very little accomplishments, by the way, that's a lie. His nickname is the Amendment King. Um, it doesn't fall in line with what we previously thought of you. Hillary Clinton will be our party's nominee. This was in February of 2016. There had been like one primary at this point, if even. And they're letting you know that the fix was in. And standing on ceremony to support the sinking Bernie Sanders ship is disrespectful to Hillary Clinton, a woman who has spent the vast majority of her life in public service working on behalf of women, families, and the underserved. There's no way they mean that. You have called both myself and Michael Kides before about helping your campaign raise money. We no longer trust your judgment, so we will not raise money for your campaign. That's from Daniel Strom and Michael Kives. Now, who are Daniel Strom and Michael Kives? They actually were part of a talent agency. Super weird. Yes, I know. Now, they were part of a talent agency called CAA. Now, I'm going to keep a long story short. Basically, they blend the marketing of politics, entertainment, and other venues into one, so you can build a complete and total brand for yourself, right? Because as we've seen, pop culture and politics have kind of become one. And of course, you kind of expect people to take advantage of that. That's not really all that surprising. However, it's that CAA is the largest talent agency of its kind in the world, and there are others like it called the United Talent Agency called the UTA. Now, the UTA has the same function with the same goals, and it was created years after that email was sent. And Darnell Strom, who was in that email, sent the original email, headed the new culture and leadership division of UTA. Now, there's some big wigs connected to UTA, CAA, and Hillary Clinton in general. Sophia, let everybody know who showed up to Michael Kives' wedding, who was the head of CAA.
Right. So it says here he was a longtime agent and executive at CAA. And actually, before that, he had worked for Bill and Hillary Clinton. So it says here, he used his Hollywood connections as a tool for massive fundraisers for Hillary Clinton during her 2008 and 2016 bid for president. And why not? You have a Rolodex full of millionaires, on a first name basis. You might as well make the most of it. At no time was that more apparent than at Kives' own wedding. In November of 2018, the Hollywood Reporter's headline read, Wedding or Power Summit? It was an apt description. The ceremony was attended by Bill and Hillary Clinton, Cory Booker, Elon Musk, Google CEO Eric Schmidt, Crown Prince Hussein of Jordan, and Facebook's Sheryl Sandberg. Also, none other than Kamala Harris, who Kives donated $5,000 to and was supposed to attend but had to cancel, according to the THR's sources. As a matter of fact, CAA employees were the 8th largest donor to Harris's Fearless for the People leadership PAC, due to the tune of $16,500 that year. CAA as a whole donated almost $479,000 to candidates and PACs in 2018, with Cory Booker, Kamala Harris, Beto O'Rourke, and Elizabeth Warren all getting donations of $11,000 or higher.
All running for president right now. What a
Yep.
coincidence.
Yeah. And it also says here that CAA represents all of Joe Biden's interests as well.
Now, some of you may be wondering, well, what the hell is that got to do with Tulsi Gabbard? I mean, yeah, we know that these politicians are corrupt and they all commingle and network and blah, 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 blah. See, when they said CAA, might as well be, when they said CAA is the largest agency of its kind in the world, they weren't exaggerating. And when they said that there are some huge figures that try and use it to blend their brand of pop culture, entertainment, and politics, that was not an exaggeration either. And you're going to love this list. This is a list of CAA clients. Anderson Cooper. Yeah. The list starts off great, doesn't it? Alyssa Milano. Anna Navarro. Bette Midler. Bill Maher. Biz Stone, Twitter co-founder. Bruh, I don't know who Bob Schaefer is. Bob Woodward, excuse me. Carl Bernstein, Chris Cuomo, Charlemagne the God. Yeah, the one that's been smearing Tulsi lately to defend Kamala. Wonder why. Dan Pfeiffer, Obama's advisor. Donna Brazile. Yeah. Jimmy Fallon, Joe Biden, Mark Cuban, Rob Reiner, Seth MacFarlane, which is kind of weird because he likes Tulsi and Bernie. He actually endorsed Bernie in 2016. But I guess he's kind of one of those names that is so big that like can't really do much about it because he's his own brand. Stephen Colbert, Susan Rice, Van Jones, and Whoopi fucking Goldberg. Are you kidding me? Oh, but it gets better. This is the best part. Y'all thought that was a good part. I mean, by the way, if y'all want me to go through the list and summarize why all this shit is connected, just for the CAA list, Anderson Cooper, need I say more? Alyssa Milano, out of literally nowhere, endorses Joe Biden. Anna Navarro taking place in the dumpster fire, taking her position on the dumpster fire that is The View to attack Tulsi over the Venezuela stuff and the Assad stuff. Bill Maher, who is, it's Bill, right? We have to go into the thing. Biz Stone, Twitter co-founder. I don't know. Whenever Tulsi should have been trending number one, what trended instead? Assad. That's just the little example that I can give you. We can go into that's an hour conversation about the Twitter corruption. Chris Cuomo, propagandist extraordinaire. Charlemagne the God, like I just said, endorsed Kamala and has been smearing Tulsi ever since. He's endorsed Kamala and then Tulsi destroyed him at that debate. Donna Brazile. I don't need to go into Donna Brazile. Joe Biden. Bruh. That's why Alyssa Milano endorsed him. Clearly. Stephen Colbert. Why do you hate gay people? That Stephen Colbert. Yeah. Van Jones actually is a surprise because he's spoken pretty well of Tulsi, but it also explains why he's so hesitant to speak of her in a positive light and why when he's in person, he speaks of Bernie Sanders and his movement much differently than when he's on the television. And all the activists who have seen him speak in person can attest to this. Like when he was giving the speech and he talked about how it was absolutely disgusting how Hillary Clinton burned through $1 billion in 2016 to lose because she didn't really care about the people and it was clear. Whoopi Goldberg, also part of the dumpster fire that is The View, and of course also talks positively about the Joe Bidens of the world, the Kamala Harrises of the world, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Now let's go to the UTA clients. You ready? Y'all ready? Strap yourselves in. Guess who the first name on the list is? Anna Kasparian. Bruh. Ben Shapiro. That's just fun. I don't know why it's fun, but everybody kind of expected Ben to be part of something like this. Jank Uger, Chuck Todd, Dana Bash, Don Lemon, George Takai, John Kasich, who is anybody remember if John Kasich still alive? Has he done anything? Uh, Jim Acosta. Oh, bruh.
Forgot Jake Tapper.
Is Jake Tapper on here? Oh, I missed Jake
Yeah.
Tapper. Jake Tapper,
Big one.
Nako Moore, Rod Rosenstein. Hold up. Is that the former Attorney General? Is Rod Rosenstein ain't that the former Attorney General? Sophia.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is?
Deputy
Oh
Attorney
my
General
God.
since 2017.
Wow. Seth Meyers, Sir Howard Stringer, Sony chairman of the board, Simone Sanders, and Valerie Biden Owens.
It says here, like the late great George Carlin said, it's a big club, and Tulsi Gabbard ain't in it.
Yo, none of us is in this club. So there you have it, people. If the money from Jeffrey Katzenberg wasn't enough, the 20 million, where their entire business model completely changed after they took that money, maybe being agents of literal propagandists was more than enough for them to pile on smears of the Tulsi Gabbards of the world, to prop up the Kamala Harrises of the world. Emma Vigilant just sat down with 21st century, 21st News, something like that, and talked about how the biggest threats to Donald Trump are Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, and Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris, people. Like I said, her, Anna, Jank, the rest of them, they're just neoliberalites. The only difference between them and neoliberals is that they say, I like Bernie Sanders, before they sell you the same exact bullshit as every other neoliberal. So, anyone taking their opinion seriously anymore, you might need to seriously reconsider why you watch TYT at all. Because we just showed you.
Yeah, and I just wanted to give credit real quick to Robbie Jager. He's the one that wrote the article, and he's the one that researched all of this, and it kind of went viral yesterday.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's called Tulsi Gabbard Has Enemy in High Places, and it's on Medium.
Yeah, and I'm gonna link this in the description for everybody. Go ahead. Sophia, what'd you say? You gonna say something?
No.
Oh, I thought you said for everyone something or another. You have anything to add?
Yeah, this is just a great article, and it doesn't just include the list. I mean, it includes the background information of the CAA and UTA, and how this connects to Tulsi and what she's saying, and how doing the right thing could be costing her everything. That's kind of the subtitle.
Yeah, so just know if you're contributing to those smears, you're part of the problem. And if you think this is going to stop at Tulsi, no, Tulsi is just their target for now. If Bernie gets that nomination, they'll prop up Trump before they allow Bernie to win. Because as you can see, nobody that he's associated with is on this list either. Tulsi, once they try and eliminate her, that's what's do you know what the response from Kai's was to this email that Darnell sent? It was hammer down, as in he's putting the hammer down on Tulsi for doing what was right. So that's why whenever anyone brings up what Tulsi did for Bernie in 2016 to Emma or Anna, that's why they ignore it. Because this is exactly why they're being ordered to talk shit about Tulsi. And they've convinced themselves of their bullshit because they have to. Money comes first. These, I don't know what you want to call them, propagandists, they're not activists. Emma wasn't an activist. Anna wasn't an activist, and neither was Jank. Jank and Anna specifically are from the mainstream, and they're mainstream rejects. They ended, Jank got money to create TYT, but he's been a millionaire for quite some time. They're not activists. They just got thrusted. They got thrusted into an opportunity that Bernie Sanders created, basically, by becoming mainstream voices for progressive politics, quote unquote, on YouTube. But they're not activists. They got their degrees in journalism. And don't ever confuse them for such. They're not one of us. I'm sorry. So make sure that you debunk the lies and the nonsense pushed by the Emmas, the Annas, the Janks, the TYT in general, Anna Navarro, Alyssa Milano, all of them. Because they're, George Carlin said it. It's one big club, and fuck that club. I don't want to be part of it. I don't know if that's the exact quote, but with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for tuning into that segment of Mikasa Sukasa. Remember, more than anything else, find your balance, because Anna, Emma, and Jank clearly have not found theirs. Peace. Hey, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to get all of our notifications if you like that episode of Mikasa Sukasa. You can also help continue to grow our show by donating to our Patreon and helping us hit our goal of 500 patrons. But remember, more than anything else, find your balance. Peace.